A lot of people are psychic and they don't even recognize it. Clairvoyance is the ability to psychically see something in your mind. I'm imagining an apple right now. There's no apple here. So I am practicing a psychic skill by pulling it to mind. Now, when I work with a client and I'm using my clairvoyance, my mind is open to the pictures that would come into it. So if I'm working with a client and an apple pops into my head, I use that image symbolically. I say, how do you relate to knowledge and teaching? It's the same thing with clairaudience. Have you ever had a song stuck in your head? There's no song playing. It's in your head. That is clairaudience. It is a psychic skill. The way that I use clairaudience is I might get sentences, I might hear words in my head, or sometimes I hear songs, and those songs have symbolic meaning to me. Clairsentience is the ability to feel things that aren't there. Can you feel how a soft blanket feels or how a heating pad feels? There's no heating pad here. That's a psychic skill. Clairsentience is the main way that I read the collective and I get the information for you all. My ability to feel things is very heightened. When I walk through my house, I can feel the energy spots of the house that are more negative. I recently realized that I can feel colors, which is how I've been reading people's auras. I can also feel all kinds of different psychic themes, such as alcoholism or abandonment or brotherly love, all kinds of different things. And I can feel them both in the past and to some extent in the near future. There are also other psychic skills. There is claircognizance, just knowing things. Claircognizance feels like a yes or a no. I should buy this car, yes or no. Also psychic skills for smelling and for tasting. Whenever I watch someone who is just a naturally great cook, they seem to be able to taste the food before they make it, and they know exactly what spices to put in. And I am so incredibly blind when it comes to those, and so I really recognize that psychic skill. Psychic skills can also come through your actual senses. So as I have developed my psychic skills, sometimes I do see things with my own eyes that are extrasensory. I started seeing orbs flying around people's videos a lot. I see them in the room behind my clients, and now sometimes I see them in person right in front of me. Sometimes I do hear things that are not there with my own ears. A lot of the time at night, I will get this weird radio interference. It feels like I'm picking up on a radio channel. Sometimes I do feel things that are not there. A brush of my hair or a hand on my shoulder, usually in a loving way. Sometimes I do smell things that are not there. A random familiar smell from my childhood. So you are a psychic, you are magic, and you don't even know it. The important thing for developing these skills more is for you to start paying attention to them and making them important in your life. I had not remembered a dream in years, and I was complaining to someone, I think that my dreams are broken, I just don't dream anymore. And that person suggested to me, why don't you turn towards your dreams and make them important to you? When you wake up in the morning, why don't you write down what your dreams are? And that really helped me recover my dreams again. People are gaslit all the time about the validity of their psychic skills. There is this vile, male, patriarchal, hyper-logicalism, scientificness that pervades our society. As soon as you say, I'm using my psychic skills, people don't want to take you seriously. And I realize now, as someone who decided to be the smartest person in the room in order to survive my childhood, that I went along with that bullshit. It is the same bullshit that says we're not supposed to be emotional beings. When you cut yourself off from your emotions and when you cut yourself off from your intuitive psychic skills, you cut yourself off from the information that is available to you. And so despite the fact that a lot of bros can't stand me because I do use my intuition, I am more powerful and I have more information and I have a more expansive view because I allow myself to use those skills. Become interested in validating what you feel and what you know. These skills have tremendous power and they are always talking to us. You get a ping. Oh, I think my brownies are ready. That must be random. You get a ping. Oh, I think my friend is about to text me. Then your friend texts you and you go, oh, that must have been a coincidence. Pay attention to those synchronicities. They are part of your magic and they will make your world magical. the more that you sharpen them.